Hello children, already we discussed the Dear Departed Part 1 in the last class. Today I am going to teach you Dear Departed Part 2 for 10th class children. So what we discussed in Dear Departed Part 1. So in the end of the story, when Abel Merriweather came down through the stairs, and all were surprised because they thought that was he Abel Merriweather or a ghost. This we discussed in the last class, and what we are going to discuss today. When Abel Merriweather came down, and immediately he asked, "Hello Vicky." Vicky means here Victoria. "Hello Victoria, yes, what are you doing?" And "Hello Ben, and my dear daughter Jordan, how are you? When did you come?" Then Abel Merriweather asked a question too. When he wished Elizabeth and Ben Jordan. Immediately Amelia and Elizabeth, they were in surprise, even they were shocked too. Because the reason is, he was died, but now he was alive. So what they wanted to do, really, they were in confusion. So immediately Amelia asked a question to her father, Abel Merriweather. "Okay, father, is that you? I mean, are you my father only?" She asked a question to Abel Merriweather. And at the same time, with that, she was not satisfied. Immediately, she pokes him. What is the meaning of pokes? I mean here, to press someone with the fingers is called as pokes. While Amelia was doing like that, Abel Merriweather was irritated because he had a lot of pain. "Hey Amelia, don't do like that because I have a lot of pain." He informed to his daughter Amelia Slater. And in the same time, "Yes, how are you my dear father?" Both asked a question. Immediately Abel Merriweather said, "Okay, I'm okay, but I have a little bit headache, but I wanted to have a cup of tea, but is everything okay?" He said to his daughter as well as son-in-laws. And at the same time, Abel Merriweather wanted to search something because he wants to wear slippers. "Yes, where are my slippers?" He raised a question to Amelia and also Henry Slater. When he asked a question at the time, Henry Slater wore the slippers. So immediately he would like to remove his slippers. "Hey, what happened? Why do you wear my slippers?" Abel Merriweather asked a question to Henry Slater. Immediately Amelia interrupted in that, and she said, "Yes father, actually your chappals are almost new one. So I informed to him to stretch it. That's why he wore chappal," she said to her father. But this was completely known by Amelia's sister. What was her name? Elizabeth. So what she said, "Yes, you are completely doing wrong because it is nothing but robbery," she said to both. And at the same time, when Victoria said to her grandfather, "Yes, my dear grandpa, I am so glad to see you because you are not died." Because the children, they do not know what to talk and what not to talk. That's why Victoria asked a question to her grandfather. Because "Grandfather, I am very happy because you are still alive," she said in surprise. And in the same time, who was died? Grandfather, I mean Abel Merriweather asked a question. And in the same time, "Hey Ben and Elizabeth and all, while you were in mourning, Because the reason is all wore a black dress. Actually, who was died? Why do you wear this black colored dress? Immediately, Abel Merriweather asked a question to all. So Amelia said, she interrupted again. And what she said? Yes, my dear father, the relation of Ben was died. So immediately Abel Merriweather asked one more question. Yes, where was he died? And again what he said, he was died. Was he died in Australia? Okay, what was his name? Then Abel Merriweather asked a question to Ben Jordan. Ben Jordan don't have any brother. That's why he doesn't know what was the name he has to tell. That's why what he said, he is searching from here and there. And in the same time, on one table, there was a name mentioned there. What was the name here? Fred. And another table, he saw one more name. What was the name here? Frederick. So immediately he had both names. So what was the name he told to his uncle? Fred, Isaac. He said an imaginary name. Okay, fine. And actually I have a lot of headache. So I need to have a tea. Shall we have a tea first? Abel Merriweather raised a question. His daughters. Okay, Dad, then both sit on the dining table, and while he was taking tea, his eyes attracted to the bureau. Yes, what is the matter? Who brought this bureau here? And immediately he saw one more. What is that? Mantelpiece clock. Hey, Amelia, why do you brought this? My bureau as well as clock. Why do you brought this? He asked a question to Amelia. So this time Amelia was in trouble. And at the same time, Elizabeth asked a question. Yes, which bureau, my dear father? Yes, I brought that bureau since so many years back. And he said to his daughters. And in the same time, Elizabeth understood everything. Okay, my dear father, something was going on in the house. So it is almost nothing but a robbery. And in the same time, Elizabeth said to Amelia, yes, you are looking like a double-faced because you are doing completely wrong. She said to her own sister, Amelia Slater. Yes, and in the same time, Abel Merriweather involved again. Yes, who has been robbing? He asked a question again to Elizabeth Jordan. Finally, he understood everything because all were in black colored dress. Because you thought that I was died. That's why you wanted to take my property. That's why you came here. And my dear daughters, I know your attitude because since your mother died, sometimes I live with you, my dear daughter Elizabeth, and sometimes I live with Amelia. So according to the will, when I die in any daughter's house, they will claim my property. Actually, that was the will. But I know how you treated me when I lived with you. Abel Merriweather said to his daughter Amelia. So immediately Elizabeth interrupted again. My dear father, please stay with us. Please come with us. We can show more love and affection, she said. But Abel Merriweather know very well about both daughters' attitude. That's why I am not ready to stay with you, said to both his daughters. But immediately Ben Jordan involved, and what he said, okay, my dear uncle, to whomever you wanted to live, then you can live with any daughter. He said to his uncle. But what he said with his daughters, as well as son-in-laws. What he said, on Monday I am going to do three things. The first one is, first I am going to change the will. So in the last will you are the nominees, but in the new will I am going to change the nominees. And the second one is I am going to pay the premium money. And the third one is I am going to marry. Do you know what was her name? Her name was Mrs. John Shorax. Do you know who is Mrs. John Shorax? Yes, John Shorax runs the Ring Bells. He said to both his daughters. So what do you do? Exactly Monday, if you come to Saint Philip Church, I feel very happy, he said to both his daughters. And in the same time, he instructed to his daughter Amelia. Yes, Amelia, while you are coming, please bring that biravo, he said to his daughter. Because with this, he wanted to teach a lesson to his daughters. With this, the lesson completed. Thank you.